Alright, what's up everybody? This is Junior here, back with another video, and I want to get right into it because today we're going to talk about all things Jaxxon. Now, it's been a year since I made my first purchase with Jaxxon, and I've made a few more purchases since that time, but I want to go more into Jaxxon and to go over with you all what they offer, how it's been holding up for me, and what I truly think about Jaxxon as a brand personally. So I'm really excited about this video. Let's get right into it and get started.
Hey,
Now,
don't forget me, man.
Who was that? Hey, BKJ, it's me, Double H. It's your best friend. What's going on? You again? You're that guy who had me beat up all those months ago. What do you want? Well, I hear you doing another review on this Jaxxon stuff, and I gotta say, I've been hearing you say a lot of good things, but I want to see you tell the truth about it. I really want to see you tell the truth. Let's tell these people really what it is. Let's give the deal, man. Go ahead, go. I want to see what you got. Let's see your full review on this Jaxxon. You're a shady character, but you do make a good point. Alright, you can sit in on this video, but keep quiet and don't interrupt. Alright, I get it. But I'm gonna pipe in, so you better be ready for what I gotta say. Alright, sounds good. So let's start with their materials. Jaxxon's mostly known for their chains, and all their chains start out as 925 sterling silver. Now when they make their gold chains, they use what's called a gold bonded process, which means they take the chain and dip it into 14K gold 3 times. Now, not only do they use the 14K gold for durability, but they actually say that the gold bonding will make the gold stay on and hold up longer. And they say that this is better than gold plating, which is just a thin layer of gold where it will tarnish very easily. Now, their silver chains are actually dipped in rhodium to give it a shinier and a sleeker look. Now, all of their chains and other items are made in Italy, where they use the best jewelers around according to their website. So I would say, based on what I've seen for their materials, I do believe that it's good quality, and so far it's been holding up to me, and I'll get into more specifics a little bit later in this video. Oh, alright. So you tell me they use genuine quality materials. Alright, man. I'm all about the real. You gotta love that. Alright. I'm listening. Keep going. Alright, next let's get into what Jaxxon offers. So they offer chains, they also have bracelets, earrings, pendants, and rings. Now when it comes to their chains, they offer quite an assortment. Cuban chains are their most popular, but they also have Franco, Figaro, rope chains. They also have cable and box chains. Their bracelets, Cuban, are also their most popular, but they also have Figaro, Franco, even rope bracelets. They also have a beaded bracelet. I haven't looked too much into those, but that's something you can certainly take a look at. When it comes to earrings, that's what stood out to me the most, and that's what caught my eye about Jaxxon in the first place. I really like the stud earrings that they have. They also have a lot of unique hoop kind of earrings. They have like a Cuban hoop, which I think is interesting. They have minimal hoops, large style minimal hoops. They even have hoops with stones in it, so that's really nice. I really like those. When it comes to their rings, they have quite an assortment of rings, anywhere from wedding bands, signet rings, quite a good assortment. And when it comes to their pendants, they actually right now have numbers, letters, and I think a few cities like New York, LA, there might be another one. So when it comes to their variety, I give Jaxxon a thumbs up. I really like all their variety. They have a lot of unique styles and looks as well as colors. So that's definitely something to take a look at. I really like variety, and overall give Jaxxon's variety a high rating there. Alright, so they got a good variety. Okay, I really like to switch my style up, and it's good that they got all that kind of assortment and collection kind of thing. Alright, I dig it. Yeah, I encourage you to check out their website, look at all the different products that they offer, and let me know in the comments, is there anything you're thinking about purchasing or anything that sticks out to you? Okay, so Jaxxon's got some cool stuff. But what about the other side of the coin? There's got to be some things that you're concerned about or that you don't like. I mean, they can't be perfect, right? What do you got to say about that? Well, you bring up a good point. So there is a lot that I like about Jaxxon. However, there are a few things I don't like, and I have some feedback for Jaxxon as well. Let's start with my gold chain. This is Jaxxon's thickest Franco chain. It is 3 millimeters, and I have the 20-inch length. Now overall it's been holding up pretty well, but I am noticing that it is starting to tarnish. And the main place that it's starting to tarnish is at the clasp. It's not really easy to see, but it's starting to tarnish on the clasp and a little bit past that, normally where it sits on the back of my neck. So that's disappointing. I mean, I paid a little over $100 for this, so it's not a terrible price. But I guess you get what you pay for, right? I still like the chain. I still wear it. It still looks good to me overall, but that is something to take note of. If you're going to purchase from them, just know that you will see eventual tarnishing. Another item I'm starting to notice tarnish is in earrings. Now, it's in these set of earrings that I'm wearing here now. Again, it's not very easy to see, but the earring, the stone itself looks really nice. The shine is still good, and the post is holding up pretty well. But it's the push through that you push it into that's starting to tarnish in the back. Now, I clean my earrings just to make sure that they look good and just for upkeep purposes, but I can't clean it all, so it is a little disappointing to see that as well. It's not very noticeable, but it is starting to tarnish too, so like the chain, just something to be aware of if you're thinking about getting a pair of earrings from them. So those are my main concerns with the products that I currently own. Now, something else to talk about is their prices. Now, Jaxxon, I think, has a wide variety of products and a wide variety of prices. I think that some of their most popular products aren't pretty high, but remember, you have to watch what you're paying for, right? So if you're into the chains and you're into the bracelets, those are going to cost a little bit more. Those are more on the higher end from what I've seen. I think the cheapest chain you can get is maybe $80 or $90. And that's probably going to be their silver products. Their gold products are priced higher, of course. And they also have iced out items, so stones in the chain. They have Cuban ice, chains, and bracelets. And those are pretty high. Like, you can get some of those, but those are like in the high 200s. And you can get sets even, and those are like in the high 400s. So I think that's pretty steep. The way Jaxxon has their prices and how they show you in their products is, for comparison purposes, other places have production costs, other retail markup, and then main retail markup. Jaxxon says that they pass on the savings to you by starting at production costs and then just having the Jaxxon markup, so you skip that middleman markup. Now, I think that's pretty good, but for some of the prices that they have on their website for like the iced out items or some of their more popular items, in my opinion, I do think that those prices are still a little bit too high. I've been thinking about getting a tennis chain from Jaxxon or maybe one of their iced out items, but I still think that the price is pretty high, so I don't know if I'm going to make a purchase there. We'll have to see. It'd have to be a good deal or something like that if they had an offer for it. But that's just my opinion. So if you're looking into them, just check them out, peruse the prices, and let me know what you think in the comments. What do you think about their prices? What do you think about prices compared to some of the items they have? And for those of you who have purchased from Jaxxon, I'd like to know your opinion too, so put those down in the comments. All right, so sounds like your main concerns right now are the condition of your jewelry and how it's holding up, as well as some of the prices of their other items. You know, that's very helpful information. I appreciate you digging deeper into those topics. Thanks for sharing your opinion on that. For sure, because when it comes to buying jewelry, you definitely want to know how long it's going to hold up and if it's going to last long through daily use. And also, are you getting the most value for the money that you're paying? All right, and just some quick feedback that I personally have for Jaxxon is first when it comes to their rings. Now, they have a wide assortment of rings available, but they only have sizes 9 through 12. Now, I'm probably an outlier, but I have smaller fingers, and those sizes wouldn't fit for any of my fingers at all. So I just wish that they would have more smaller sizes available when it comes to rings. That way I could make a purchase, because I was really interested in getting some of their rings, but the only sizes they have, like I said, are 9 through 12. For their solid gold rings, which you can get, they actually have a size 8, so they do go down one more size, but that also doesn't work for me, so that's one piece of feedback I would have. I'm starting to see this more often, but another piece of feedback I would have is that Jaxxon, I think, should offer more deals and offers, or like sales. And I've started to see that more recently. They've had a buy 2 chains, get 1 free in the past. They've also had get 2 pairs of earrings, get 1 free as well. So those are some good deals for sure. I would like to see Jaxxon offer more kinds of deals, They also do have sales on their sets. So when a set is their chain and it comes with a bracelet, so they have Cuban, Franco kind of sets like that. So those are pretty expensive too, and I have seen a few sales. The sales aren't very much, you know, it's like $20 to $30 off, which is all right, I guess. But it's just something that I wish that they would have more of, just so that, because I'm curious in getting a set. But, you know, like I said previously about the prices, that's just one thing that's kind of stopping me from getting them. It's just like, it's a little high, you know, so just something to watch out for. Those are just some feedback items that I have, and just something that I thought would be worth mentioning. So, with all the information that I've covered about Jaxxon, where do I personally rank them? Out of 10, I would put them in the 7 to 8 range. I think Jaxxon offers a great assortment and variety with the products that they offer. I do also see them from time to time offer new items, so I like to check them out every once in a while just to see if there's something there that piques my interest. I would also say with the items that I have, they look great, and they've been holding up well for the most part. Where I knock them down is the tarnishing that I'm seeing just within the first year. I think that happened really fast. I'm still going to wear my items. I still think they look good. It's not a big deal, and it's not noticeable, but it is something to make note of just in case you're thinking about purchasing from them. I would also say their prices are okay. They're not the best. I do think some items are priced fairly, but there are a few other items that are overpriced in my opinion. And then just my quick feedback would be, first of all, for their rings, I'm hoping that they do get more sizes, smaller sizes, because I'm really interested in purchasing one of their rings. And then just I would like to see more deals on their sets or other things like that. I think with more deals there, I'd be more inclined to try something new, such as a tennis chain. Like I mentioned, that's something I'm interested in purchasing. Well, I certainly appreciate you watching this video. For those who know about Jaxxon or are thinking about Jaxxon, put your comments down below. Let me know what you're thinking about, what is stopping you from making a purchase, or what do you think about them if you have made a purchase. I really appreciate you watching my video, and this is my overall review of Jaxxon in the first year. Alright, BKJ, thanks for having me sit in on your video. Great review, as always. But if you don't mind, I gotta borrow your truck now and got some errands to run, so I'll see you later. Hope you don't mind. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta get my truck back. Double H, you get back here.